term policies normally range from 10, 20, or 30 years. This is going to give you the ability to get a lower premium with the same amount of coverage, you guys. So one thing that you want to be sure when you are looking into a term life insurance policy is the affordability of it. Will you be able to keep this in place for 10 to 20 or the 30 years? Then you also want to look at the coverage. How much bills have I accumulated? How long will my family be able to survive in the event that something happens to me, right? So one of the cons for term policies is that it does expire. So depending on your age and your risk when it comes down to life insurance, you need to take in great consideration how young you are. Am I 20? Will I get diagnosed with diabetes or hypertension in 10 years or 20 years or 30 years? Or will I be healthy enough in 20 or 30 or 40 years in order to be able to handle my expenses and not be able to leave a financial burden on my family? These are the things that you think about with term. Another thing that you want to think about when you are looking into a term policy is you want to make sure that it includes living benefits. Living benefits is going to give you the ability, whether or not the term policy expires in 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years. Within that policy, within that time frame, if you have living benefits, you want to not only make sure your term policy has living benefits, which gives your policy the ability to take care of you in the event that you have a heart attack, stroke, you're diagnosed with cancer, you become paraplegic, you get a diagnosis of MF. Because you have this term policy that has living benefits within the policy, this is going to give you ability that make your life insurance policy work for you when you are alive, okay? And you get a certain percentage, oftentimes up to 90%, depending on the carrier. You will get a percentage of money if any of these life and things happen to you. You will have 90%, up to 90%. So let's say that you have $100,000 policy and the doctor deems you unable to go back to work, or based on his severity, he say, I'm going to give the client 90% of their life insurance policy. If you have $100,000 policy, that means you will get a check for $90,000 to do whatever you need to do tax-free.